Okay, ji. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. I'm sure I'm audible and you guys are getting my voice. Okay, ji. Let's move towards. Thank you so much, Ms. Suma. Thank you, Ms. Samjeda. Okay, respected participants, let's move towards the bunch of questions that we are going to discuss in today's session. And definitely we have 2 mock interviews as well. And if I'm not wrong, the first interview is of Ms. Mazrubin and the second one is of Ms. Marina. So Ms. Mazrubin and Ms. Marina, I think they are not in the class and I'm sure that they are going to join us in a short span of time. Well, the focus of today's questions will be obviously from past interviews. In today's section, we will try to cover the area from 1660 till 1700. Though it's not an easy task to complete this area in a single sitting. So we are going to have a look, we are going to discuss, we are going to understand the possible answers of the most frequent questions that have been repeated time and again. So in case you are going to answer the same questions, what is the most appropriate answer? So we will definitely look in these questions and the possible answers, and we will try to understand all the things. So till Miss Marjorie and Miss Marina joins us, I'm sure that all of you are working on the answers. So you guys are preparing your one-liner notes. All the questions that we're discussing here in the classes, you are trying to find out the possible answers of those questions. So is it so? Miss Aisha, Miss Umma, Mahasuri, Noman, Tamjida, Kareem, Wajia. So you guys are locating the answers and you're preparing your own notes. Good. That's a wonderful strategy. So you shouldn't skip these questions at any cost because we are, alhamdulillah, once again, very sure that a person, a candidate, an aspirant who is going to prepare all these questions, inshallah, he or she will score more than 70, inshallah. The thing is that we try to answer all the questions and we try to consider every possible question in our mock sessions. So there is no need to skip even another question. Okay. So Miss Marjorie is there. Let's proceed further towards our first mock interview. I'm sure Miss Marjorie.
Yes, sir. Assalamu alaikum.
Is audible for all of us. Walaikum assalam, Miss Marjorie. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm fine. Thank you.
Okay, so Ms. Marjorie, you're formally ready for today's interview?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so may I have your introduction, please?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for giving me an opportunity to introduce myself. My name is Mahjubin Anwar, and I belong to a middle-class family of District Gujarat Tehsil Khatiyan. I have been serving in School Education Department, Punjab from last 10 years. And as far as my qualification is concerned, I did my master's in English linguistics from University of Gujarat in 2012. And before my master's, I did Bachelor's of Arts as a private candidate from Punjab University. And before my BA, I did FSC Pre-Medical from FG Degree College, Khariyan Kent. And
okay,
before
right.
my FSC.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So Ms. Marjorie, why after FSC you moved towards graduation, I'm talking about simple graduation and then the master's in English. Do you know what is the complete, like FSC is the abbreviation of what?
Sir, it is
F
Faculty of Science.
so why you did ignore the science subjects?
Sir, actually, the college from where I did my FSC, it was not offering BSc in any science subject. And there was not any other government college in my area. So I didn't want to waste my whole year for science subjects. So I went for bachelor's.
So you have mentioned Khariya. If I'm not wrong, Khariya is a very famous tehsil of Gujarat. And there's a very famous title of tehsil Khariya that is associated with another country. So you know what is the title? It is a little what of Pakistan?
Sir, sorry, sir, please repeat the question.
Why the people across the Pakistan, across the country, call your tehsil, that is the Khariya, little Norway of Pakistan? What is the reason? No,
Sir,
there is a
because
very
almost,
famous term. Mhm.
yes, sir, because almost 70% people are abroad, and it is considered as a rich city.
Mhm. Okay. So, your city is famous, and definitely, you know it in better terms why it is famous. So, can you just name some notable personalities from your city, from Thari, internationally
Sir,
recognized personalities or nationally recognized personalities?
yes, sir, if I talk about army, then there is Major Aziz Bhatti Shaheed, Major Shabir Shaheed from district Gujarat. And if I talk about political
Oh,
personalities, then there is Kamar Zaman Kaira from district Gujarat,
mm-hmm,
and
mm-hmm,
Chaudhry Parvez Ilahi, who is the Speaker of Punjab Assembly, and Chaudhry
mm-hmm,
Shujat Hussain, and many other
mm-hmm.
personalities, beautiful personalities.
Well,
And if I talk,
I'm interested in the field of academics. I am interested in the field of sciences. So, do you know Mr. Ismat Beg from Kharia, who is a professor serving Higher Education Commission nowadays? He is from Kharia. He is a very famous professor. Nowadays, he is
no,
there
sir,
in
sorry,
Lahore School of Economics.
no,
Okay.
sir.
By the way, mhm, okay. So you are not well aware of Mr. Ismail, that's fine. So do you know anything about Sharif Kanai, who is from Gujarat?
Sorry, sir, you are not audible. Please repeat the question.
Okay, my question is, am I audible? So please do confirm it.
Um,
My question is, Miss
yes,
Marjabi, am I audible?
yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
My question is, talking about linguistics, how many people from your own Gujarat you feel they are writer? How many writers Gujarat has produced so far?
Sir, there is a long list. Um,
Mhm,
but if I talk about English, there is Major Aftab Ahmed,
mhm,
retired Major Aftab Ahmed, who belongs to Kharia. He wrote many books and he translated the work of Tahmina Durrani, his book Blasphemy. And in English,
mhm. Oh yes, that's true.
yes, sir. And in English, he
Okay,
wrote a book. He wrote a book named as uh, "I Accuse You." General, I accuse you.
okay, fair enough. That's very fantastic. Your knowledge about your own hometown is fantastic. Proceeding further from here, you have mentioned you are a part of school education department. So you
Yes,
are in school education department by chance or by choice?
sir, by my choice. Teaching is my
So why
passion.
you want to leave? Why you want to leave school education department then? Because higher education department is different than that of school education department. So don't you feel if it's your passion, school education is the best platform to nourish your all desires, to give you the maximity of your profession, your passion.
Yes, sir, no doubt. But because the students at college level are quite sensible than the students at school level. So I want to get experience. It's my dream job to teach at college level students.
Okay, all right. So what are your responsibility in this department in SAD?
Sir, I'm teaching as elementary school teacher, English.
Okay, so do you know about this term? What is SNC?
Uh, yes, I have heard it, but I forgot the
Mhm.
abbreviation.
Okay, no worries. So I'm sure that you have experience of e-transfer maybe.
Yes, sir, but I have not used it.
Okay, okay. So what is the role? Do you really feel the digitalization can perform or play a very important role in changing the whole circumstances, in changing the whole scenario of Pakistani education system? So digitalization is important for us.
Yes, sir, it is very important because before e-transfer, all the people had to go to offices for, and they had to
Mhm.
go for many times. Now, after e-transfer, after launching of this application, it is very
Mhm.
easy for us to uh, apply by sitting at home and to get the orders by sitting at home. We have
So
not any
what do
kind
you
of
feel? Why they have introduced e-transfer? My question is, I'm repeating my question. What is the
yes,
benefit of digitalization, like the e-transfer to the students? Definitely, school education department is working for the betterment of the students, huh? So how
yes,
you're
sir.
going to relate the e-transfer or digitalization? Because in your department you have SIS, that is Student Information System, if I'm not wrong.
Yes,
PMIU
sir.
is monitoring that system. You have
Yes,
Punjab Monitoring and Implementation Unit. So you have
yes, sir.
MEAs, that is the Monitoring and Evaluation Assistant, who are working
Yes, sir.
under the jurisdiction of DMOs, District Monitoring Officers. So do you
Yes, sir.
feel that this is the complete chain of digitalization, na? Like SIS, PMIU, MIA, DMOs. So do you feel like they are really changing the system?
Yes, sir. Now we can focus only on teaching. We have not to go anywhere. We can give our precious time to our students.
Mhm. Then why government schools are not producing excellent results?
Sir,
Why parents are not satisfied? If
sir,
the government is facilitating the teachers,
yes,
then
sir.
why the government schools are still empty? The fake enrollment is there, the teachers absence is there, a lot many problems are there. So if you are saying how you're going to justify this particular answer, why we have chronic problems there in SAD?
Sir, actually, teaching learning process basically it is a
Mhm.
triangle, and
Oh yes.
the
Mhm.
parts of this triangle are students, teachers, and parents. The connection between these three things is very important to achieve the outcomes. And whenever one is not working well, it is not possible to achieve the goals. So one more thing that I would like to add that most of the students that come to us in our government schools, they are deprived students. And
Mhm.
even they cannot complete their uniform for the whole year. They come incomplete with incomplete uniform, and these students have not a
So
good
that is the
educational
reason the
background.
government has facilitated with non-salary budget, na?
Yes,
You
sir.
know, So you can provide them the uniforms from non-salary budget. So what do
Yes,
you
sir.
understand by non-salary budget? What is non-salary budget? What is the difference between NSB and FTF?
Uh, so
Okay.
non-salary budget is provided by government for different kinds of what
Mhm.
we can say different kind of works for improvement of school, and FTF is collected. That is the fee that is collected from students.
Okay, last question about your profession, then we are moving towards a subject. You know that every teacher, like all the honorable teachers of school education department, they are entitled to go to avail sea leave. So these leaves are entitled under the rules of which age, which era, which year? So
I
sea
think
leaves have been mentioned in the rules now. So I'm just asking the rules, the year of those rules.
uh, I don't remember, so.
Okay, no worries. Talking about literature, you are interested in literature, and that is the reason you opted masters in English.
Yes,
What
ma'am.
do you understand by literature? What is literature?
So literature is comprised of all the aspects of life, and it is that what we can say the to describe something with the embellished language, with the figurative language.
So how you're going to justify embellished language or the figurative language if you're writing something in embellished language? How the native people, how the ignorant people, how the less educated people, they are going to understand? You know, embellished language was followed in new classical age, okay? And that is the reason the people, they were not able to understand. And after new classical, we have another age. You know what is the name of the age that we have after new classicism?
Sorry, sir, I couldn't get your question.
Well, my question is, what is the name of the next age after new classical age?
Sir, romantic age.
Are you sure about that? Or it is a random guess?
Uh,
It is a guess, perhaps.
uh,
Isn't it?
sir, new classical comes after romantic age, and
Oh, yes. So
yes,
new classical comes after romantic age, and then
yes,
after romantic age we have modern age.
modernism, and yes,
Exactly. And then after modernism we have
it's postmodern.
the age of Shakespeare. Okay. Well, that's fine. Okay, moving on. What is the name of the book? So, what are your hobbies, Miss Masrabi?
So my hobby is to listen and to recite now.
To listen and to watch?
To recite now.
MashaAllah, that's very good. So, how many total naats you have recited so far on national level? Is there any chance? Is there any event that is related to it?
No, sir, I did not participate at national level or in any competition, but I recited in morning assemblies and in university whenever there was held any seminar. I was performing.
Mhm. Okay. So, talking about English literature,
Yes,
what's the
sir.
name of your favorite writer?
Christopher Marlowe.
Marlowe. Marlowe is a very fantastic factor. So, is it possible for you to mention just two quotations from Christopher Marlowe?
Yes, sir. In
So,
In Dr. Foster's, he said that hell is just a frame of mind. And another quotation by Christopher Marlowe in Dr. Foster's, when he signed the contract with Pastrophilus, he regretted after it. And he was the Helen was presented in front of him in order to distract his attention. So he said that he said there that this was the phase that launched 1,000 ships and burned the topless towers of Ilium.
What is the exact quotation? Yes, all right. What is the exact quotation? Because it's a very famous one. So what is the exact quotation?
Yes, sir, I'm telling the exact quotation, if I'm not wrong. This was the phase. Can I?
Okay, was this? Yeah. Please.
This was the phase that launched 1,000 ships and burnt the topless towers of Ilium. Sweet Helen, make me immortal with a kiss.
Okay, was this the phase? Not this was the phase. Was this the phase that launched 1,000 ships and burned the topless towers of Ilium? Sweet Helen, make me immortal with a kiss. Her lips sucks forth my soul. See where it flies. Come heaven, come give me my soul again. Here will I dwell, for heaven be in the Egypt. So that's a very famous one. Okay, so how many tragedies written by Marlowe you have?
Sir, I have read Dr. Foster's, not the text, but the summaries. Jew of Malta and.
Is there any complete drama of Dr. Foster's that you have read by text?
No, sir.
And why you haven't? Because it's your favorite one. So don't you feel we cannot enjoy the real inside, the real taste of the literature if we're reading summary?
Yes, sir. I intend to read all the plays by him in the near future.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so how you are going to talk about the character of Mephistopheles? Don't you feel every human being is having a Mephistopheles inside? So we cannot say no to Mephistopheles. Okay, Ms. Mazavi, the last question. In Dr. Faustus, we have 7 deadly sins. All right.
Sir.
So, do you know what are these 7 deadly sins?
Sir, those sins were presented in front of.
Oh yes, you're right. Just name them out. Just name them out. Okay, these are the 7 deadly sins.
One of them was gluttony, I think.
Okay. Yes.
Don't remember all.
Okay, you do not remember. Miss Mansavi, is there any favorite poet? Are you interested in poetry as well?
No, sir.
Okay, all right. Last 2 questions, and definitely we're done with the formal interview. How many total seats are there in the National Assembly of Pakistan?
I'm not confirmed, sir.
25? Okay, just
25?
leave the question. Okay, maybe you need to revisit the seats once again. So can you name out the 5 districts of Sindh? apart from Karachi and Hyderabad?
So, so,
Just 5 districts of Sindh.
no, sir. I don't.
No worries. So thank you so much, Ms. Mazrubi. It was a wonderful conversation. So done with the formal introduction and interview and all the things. So अभी आप जो है ये देखिए मिस सरवत ने आपकी हेल्प के लिए जो है वो एग्जैक्ट लाइनें भी लिखी हुई हैं। आई एम श्योर मॉक सेशन के अंदर ठीक ठाक चीजों को एंजॉय किया होगा।
मैंने फोकस भी नहीं किया इस चीज पे, और आपने गुजरात की हिस्ट्री के बारे में कुछ भी नहीं पूछा, मैंने तो वो प्रिपेयर कर करके।
आपने क्वेश्चन लीड ही नहीं किया ना, आपको खुद क्वेश्चन लीड करने चाहिए थे। अब हम बात कर लेते हैं दोनों एस्पेक्ट्स पे, ठीक है। हम जो है जब शुरू हुआ हमारा इंटरव्यू तो प्लस पॉइंट ये था कि जो गुजरात की हिस्ट्री के मुतालिक जब हम बात करते हैं तो करंट इरा के मुतालिक इंफॉर्मेशन बहुत अच्छी थी, बेसिक नॉलेज बहुत अच्छा था, खसूसन लोकेलिटी के मुतालिक ऐसी चीजें आमतौर पे बच्चों को नहीं पता होती एस्पिरेंट्स को, बट योर नॉलेज वाज अप टू डेट। So there was fantastic about Gujarat and the Khariyan और the little north way of the Pakistan। यहाँ से जो है आपका इंटरव्यू अच्छे ट्रैक पे चला गया कि जहाँ से आपको स्पेसिफिक यॉनरा स्पेसिफिक टर्म्स का जो है वो पता था। But the thing is that इसके बाद भी you are on the track when we were talking about SED and SNC. Whenever you are going to tell them, whenever you are going to mention that you are from a specific department, definitely they are going to ask a lot of questions. ओके सो एक क्वेश्चन तो डेफिनेटली आएगा कि एक्सीलेंट रिजल्ट्स क्यों नहीं आते हैं और या डिजिटलाइजेशन ने क्या फायदा दिया क्या नहीं दिया। इनमें आपको आपने एक अच्छा जो है वो स्टैंस रखा, आपने एक न्यूट्रल पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से जो है यू मेंशन ऑल द थिंग्स। असल में चीजें खराब हुई हैं लिटरेचर लिंग्विस्टिक्स की दुनिया में आके, ठीक है, जो कि आपका मेजर है, और यहाँ पे खराब होना इसका मतलब ये होता है कि यहाँ तक जो क्वेश्चंस हैं ये चेयरमैन के क्वेश्चंस हैं जिसने आपके इंटरव्यू को शुरू करना होता है, ठीक है। आपके बेसिक इंट्रोडक्शन को उसने लेना होता है, क्योंकि चेयरमैन जो हैं वो ब्यूरोक्रेट होते हैं, मुख्तलिफ जगहों पे पोस्टिंग उनकी होती रहती है, सो दे हैव अ वेरी डीप इनसाइट टू ऑल दीज थिंग्स, ओके, because they are the policy makers, they've been a part of the policies, so उन्हें ये सारी चीजें पता है। आपके सब्जेक्ट स्पेशलिस्ट इन चीजों के बारे में कभी नहीं पूछेंगे, वो सिर्फ आपसे आपके लिटरेचर लिंग्विस्टिक्स के बारे में पूछेंगे। The thing is that you have not watched all the lectures, Miss Mazrubi, जो आपको भेजे गए थे ना, आपने वो नहीं देखे हुए, वो नहीं अटेंड किए हुए, ठीक है। am I right here? आपने उनको नहीं अटेंड किया हुआ। अगर आप उन्हें अटेंड करते तो एक सुसाइड अटेम्प्ट यहाँ पे हुई थी जहाँ पे मैंने फिर आपको गाइड करने की कोशिश की इनडायरेक्टली, बट आपको नहीं समझ में आया कि न्यू क्लासिकल एज रोमांटिक एज के बाद आती है, और उसके बाद फिर मैंने जब कहा कि जी हाँ उसके बाद मॉडर्न आती है तो आपने कहा एग्जैक्टली इट इज सो, ऐसा नहीं होते हैं। न्यू क्लासिकल एज जो है इसके बाद रोमांटिसिज्म है, और सो ऑन द थिंग्स आर मूविंग ऑन, ठीक है। आपको शायद सेशंस को देखने की जरूरत है, वो इसीलिए भेजे गए थे कि आपकी चीजें कवर हो जाए। और नेशनल असेंबली ऑफ पाकिस्तान की सीट्स रिसेंटली 340, अच्छा कितनी होती हैं सीट्स जरा बताइएगा, मैं इसको आंसर करने लगा था, बट जरा आप बता सकते हैं पार्टिसिपेंट्स में से पता है कि हाउ मेनी सीट्स ऑफ नेशनल असेंबली एट देयर, बाकी जो पार्टिसिपेंट्स हैं हमारे पास। अच्छा जी ठीक है, अच्छा आपको ना शायद इसको देखने की जरूरत है, नेशनल असेंबली की सीट्स जो हैं वो 342 नहीं होती हैं, टावल ने जो है वो इस पर ठीक है, ये चेंज हो गई हैं और ये अब जो है वो कितनी है 336 है, ठीक है, इसको जरूर देख लीजिएगा 336 है। और 5 डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स ऑफ सिंध जो है ये क्वेश्चन जो है वो बहुत फ्रीक्वेंटली पूछे गए थे 2020 में कि केपीके के 5 डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स का नाम बता दीजिए, मशहूर डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स को निकाल के उन्होंने कहा था, जिसमें आपके पास जो है उनके डेफिनेटली अब्टाबाद आ जाता है, नारायण का गान आ जाते हैं, इनको निकाल के, सो इनको देखिएगा। प्रॉब्लम आपको आपके सब्जेक्ट पे ग्रिप में है, यू नीड टू फोकस मोर एंड मोर हियर ऑन योर सब्जेक्ट मिस माजरूबी, आप इसको yes. देखने की कोशिश कीजिए। द गुड थिंग इज दैट योर नॉलेज अबाउट योर सिटी इज गुड, योर डिपार्टमेंट इज गुड, एंड यू नो द डिफरेंस बिटवीन एफटीएफ दैट इज आई थिंक स्टूडेंट्स ऑफ लेक्चर किया जाता है, और फरोग तलीम फंड, इफ आई एम नॉट रॉन्ग, my vocabulary about Urdu is not very good, but I think that is फरोग तलीम फंड, and
Yes.
its non-salary budget, its Punjab Monitoring and Implementation Unit, its Monitoring and Evaluation Assistant. So आपको भी इन चीजों का पता होना चाहिए. So last but not least, आपको अपनी hobbies को कुछ monitor करने की जरूरत है. Maybe they are not going to request you कि आप जो है कोई नाच रिसाइट करके सुनाइए. आप जो है वो इनको शायद जो है वो मूव कर सकते हैं अपनी सब्जेक्ट की तरफ के my hobby is book reading. Definitely when you're going to mention that your hobby is book reading, they will ask you the name of the book. तो फिर आप अपनी मर्जी की कोई भी किताब जो है वो उन्हें बता सकते हैं. मिसाल के तौर पर आप बता सकते हैं जिना ऑफ पाकिस्तान को मैं पढ़ रही हूँ आजकल ये किताबें हैं, तो इस किताब, ठीक है. सो
Yes,
ये
sir.
आपके पास एक इस तरह से आप लीड कर सकते हैं. दूसरा, जब गुजरात के अंदर से खाड़िया में से आपको पूछा गया नोटेबल राइटर्स अबाउट एकेडमिक राइटर्स, तो आप यहाँ से भी कोई एक अच्छा राइटर जो है वो तैयार कर सकते हैं. अगर उसने जो है वो कोई रोमांटिसिज्म की तरफ उनका इंक्लाइन है तो आप उनको लेके जा सकते हैं फिर रोमांटिक एज की तरफ, ठीक है. इंटरव्यू को
Yes, sir.
लीड करना सीखिएगा, इंटरव्यू देना ना सीखिए कि इंटरव्यू में से जो क्वेश्चंस हैं वो इस तरह से हो कि आपका इंटरव्यूअर जो है वो क्वेश्चन पूछे. Overall,
Yes.
the session was very good in the beginning and it was normal when we were there in the middle, but at the end it was, the end was not fantastic. So we are falling somewhere between 51 to 55. Okay, that is the score of your interview. I'm sure that inshallah next time when you will be there on board, हम इसे improve करेंगे.
Yes. Inshallah.
अगर आपका कोई क्वेश्चन हो तो आप अपना क्वेश्चन कर सकते हैं.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much, Miss Manzobi. I'm sure कि आप जो है वो इन चीजों को ढंग से प्रिपेयर करेंगे. तो वेलकम मिस मरीना, आपकी तरफ शोर है कुछ. मिस मरीना, अस्सलाम वालेकुम. मैं वालेकुम अस्सलाम. ऐसे लग रहा है जैसे कि बहुत जोर से दस्तक दे रहा हो.
सर अभी भी
इस फाइन नो. थैंक यू सो मच. आपने हमारे कुव्वत समात पे बहुत बड़ा एहसान किया है. एक ऐसा शोर था कि जिस तरह से बाजू का जो है वो होती है ना पायरिस्टिंग साउंड होती है, तो वो वाली साउंड थी. आई वाज हैविंग दैट नॉइस बट इट्स क्लियर नाउ. सो मिस मरीना, हाउ आर यू?
आई एम फाइन सर, हाउ आर यू?
I'm good today. Thank you so much. So am I the only one who's facing the problem from Miss Marina? Yeah, आपको भी feel हो रहा है participants? I'm having some unexpected noise from Miss Marina's side. So अगर कोई hands free अब use कर रहे हैं तो उसे करते रहें, बस उसकी mic को एक जगह पे kindly adjust कर लीजिएगा.
सर अभी भी शोर है?
No, it is perfectly fine. Thank you so much for
आई थिंक
accepting
सर
our
ये
request.
हैंड फ्री में प्रॉब्लम था.
चलें इसी बहाने आपकी
हैंड
हैंड फ्री
फ्री
नहीं
में
आ
आई थिंक
जाएगी.
प्रॉब्लम.
चलें इसी बहाने आप इसको रिप्लेस कर लीजिएगा.
यस यस सर उतार.
थैंक यू सो मच. सो मिस मरीना, बिकॉज इन सेशंस में हमारे पास इंट्रोडक्शन नहीं होता तो ये एक मजबूरी है कि हमें आपसे रिक्वेस्ट करना होती है. सो फॉर्मली हम अपनी कन्वर्सेशन को शुरू करें. यू आर फाइन?
यस यस सर.
ऑलराइट. सो आई एम श्योर दैट यू आर नॉट हैविंग एनी प्रेशर.
नो सर.
Good. That's very good. Okay, so when we talk about your name, what is the meaning of this unique name?
So my name's meaning is the girl of water, or marina from mariner and belongs to marine.
Okay, from the sea. All right. So
Yes, sir.
what is?
Yes, yes.
Okay, is it a Muslim name?
No, sir, this is not a Muslim name. It is a British name.
Okay, all right. That's very good. I think that it is a Persian name, perhaps. Okay, so it's not a Muslim name.
Yes, sir.
Okay, आप minorities
When I
से
was
belong
born,
करते हैं?
I think. No, sir. When I was born, तो I think ड्रामा लगता था टीवी पर, मरीना खान थी उसमें. Then my mother
Okay.
was so inspired by him, by her, and she
Mhm.
put उन्होंने मुझे ये नाम दे दिया कि बस इसका नाम मरीना होना चाहिए.
Oh, all right. That's very good. Then you have a history behind this name. So, did you try to
Yes,
search out your name, the character,
yes,
who was the
because
actual
yes, yes,
Marina? Mm-hmm.
yes, sir. Much of the water boards and sea points I have seen, which related to my name, and many people's I have seen. And recently on Facebook, I see a person whose name was Marino, because he cleaned many lakes. That's why his name was Marino.
Okay, that's very good. Thank you so much for adding this information. That's a very unique name, and I'm having this name for the very first time in my life. Okay, well, talking about your educational background, why
Yes, sir. I have
masters
done.
in English?
Why? Because I
Mm-hmm.
like English from my childhood, and that's why I have
Okay.
choose the option of English, masters in English. Uh, but when I start
Mm-hmm.
masters in English, I lost all my energies. That was very difficult for me, because
Mm-hmm.
I was a married girl and have a son at that time, and going to college
Mm-hmm.
for the sake of knowledge, and that was very difficult
Mm-hmm.
for me, because my BSc was totally changed, but MA English was totally changed from that. But I overcome that and got good marks. And after that, I also take admission in the MPhil linguistics, and 2 days before I have finally submitted my thesis.
That's very good. We're going to talk about all the things that you have mentioned. You started with the woman work, that you've been a mother. That's very good. Okay, I'm just going to recite some lines in front of you, and you just need to tell me the name of the writer of this wonderful piece of literature, because it is depicting your story, your life exactly. I have got the children to tend, the cloths to mend, the floor to mop, the food to shop, then the chicken to fry, the baby to dry. I got company to feed, the garden to weed. So this poem was there even in your graduation, if it is from Punjab University. So I have got the
Yes.
children to tend. The title of the poem is Room and Work. So do you know who is the writer of this poem? This very famous poem?
No, sir.
Okay, no worries about that. You have mentioned that you have recently submitted your thesis. Well, what is
Yes,
the
sir.
title of your thesis?
The intervention of morpheme intervention on the vocab. No, sir. Just wait. आपको exact वाला बता.
Okay, just leave your thesis, Miss Marina. There is no need to go and just turn the pages right now.